Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to completely disassemble a WWE Elite figure. I've already done a video on how to reassemble, but I've yet to do one on a disassemble. So, get started here. I got a Rick Boogs figure that I picked up for cheap, mainly just for the guitar. So to start, I'm going to pull off the stuff that's easy to come off, the head and the hands, while we're waiting for some hot water to boil. I guess I might as well take the shirt off. Actually, I find these are easier if you like pull them down, kind of like a dress, and just like pull it down this way. Oh, it's on there tight. All right, so we got this guy ready to drop into some hot water. All right, we got some boiling water in a dish. We're just gonna go ahead and drop that guy in there, make sure he's down to the bottom. We'll let him sit in there for 2 minutes or so. We'll be right back. All right, that's probably been long enough. Go ahead and throw a towel down here. Pull this guy out. He's all nice and bendy here. So to start, I'm going to pull the bicep off the shoulder. Now, I'm not sure there's a way to take these elbows apart just yet. Well, maybe we'll do another video on that. So the arms come off fairly easily. Same with the boots, or in this case, these shoes. And like, I just kind of like, you can kind of like bend them. Don't, if something feels like it's gonna, like you're stressing it too much, just throw it back in the hot water. But for the most part, you're probably not gonna break anything. It helps too to, if you get figures cheap, pick them up and practice, and you'll get a really good feel for it. Slide these knee pads off as well. And then the legs, so to separate the lower leg, you actually just like kind of pry on here. There's a little plastic peg, and that just kind of comes off like so. And the peg, you can pull it out. If you can't pull it out with your fingers, just use a pair of pliers. It comes out easily enough. Same with the other side. They're easy to get out, and I found them really hard to get back in, but I did find a way to do that pretty easily. I have another video for that if you guys want to take a look at that video. I'll be sure to link it at the end of this video. Now the upper part of the knee is quite a bit harder to get in there. I might have to throw them back in the water, or we'll just pull these lower legs off the waist, or you might have to just use a screwdriver to kind of pry at those. Same with here to get the lower leg off the hips. I'm going to throw those back in the hot water. And then here we have our torso, which you guys have seen me do this a million times, but I'll walk you through it again, especially for new viewers who may have not seen that. So you take the shoulders, you turn them around so that little slot is to the back, and then you take a screwdriver flathead that is approximately the same width as those slots kind of, and you're going to put it in here and you're going to pry out. But you're not prying on this part here because you're going to stress the plastic. What you're really doing is pushing in as hard as you can and then prying, so you're trying to actually pry inside and break the plastic apart, if that makes any sense. So I'll throw him back in the hot water there. Just to loosen the glue up a little bit more. And we'll take a look at these knees again. So if you turn this so you can kind of get a grip on it, they sometimes come apart easily this way, but if it doesn't, I just got a leather glove that I put on so I don't stab myself, and you can just kind of stick a a screwdriver in there and pry up on it a little bit. Give it a little bit of a turn. There you go. And see, I'm very careful. Like take your time, and you won't stress the plastic or leave too many marks. And it's one of those things. The more you do it, the more confident you are, and you just get better every time. That's all. All right, let's see if this body's ready to go. Throw those knees back in there. And they call this a torso crack because the sound that you're listening for is kind of a cracking pop sound. That's how you know you got it. If it's not going to go from one side, go ahead, try from the other. If you're not able to get in there, go ahead, throw it back in the hot water. Sometimes the glue is more difficult on some figures, and I can see this one actually is difficult. Oh, and there's the pop. So I could tell the glue was a bit of a pain as it was coming apart. I could see the glue was kind of stretching like a spider web in there. So this comes off. And again, make sure you save all these pieces, even if it's a junk figure. You never know when you're going to need some spare parts. And then this guy here, the lower abdomen onto the waist piece there. You just take a knife. Any pocket knife will do, but I started using these carving knives that I saw Mania Figs using in a video, and now it is one of my favorite tools. So just take your time, go slow. I kind of like pry that in there, force that in there, and then just kind of slowly start prying apart. Try it from both sides. Just go slow, take your time. And again, if it doesn't feel like it wants to come, just throw it back in the hot water. Even if it's partially open like that, when you throw it back in the hot water, it'll work even better. I'm gonna take these legs out, see if I can get these upper knees apart without any tools. Yeah, I might need a screwdriver here as well. Just pry that off. That comes out. These are kind of hard to get out sometimes, so sometimes you got to use a pair of pliers. There's the other one. Same thing. And I apologize if sometimes some of these things are hard to see on camera because your hands get in the way. It is extremely hard to reach around a camera and do this, but if you got more questions or you're not sure about something, go ahead and ask me in the comments, and I will definitely respond and try to help as much as I can. You can see this guy's coming apart a little bit easier now. I can actually use the pocket knife on my Leatherman here just because it's a little bit of a wider blade, and just slowly work that back and forth to pry it, and there we go. There you have it, the last piece. So now we have completely disassembled our figure. If you haven't, you probably want to go take a look at my video on how to put these guys back together. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.